The following video is a no damage completion of Silent Hill Origins. Feel free to use any of the strategies, but listen to detailed commentary before trying them on your own. Hello everybody, this is a no save no damage run of Silent Hill Origins, getting the bad ending of the game, playing on the PSP version of it. Alright, so first of all, maybe you're wondering why I'm loading a cleared save file. That is because you cannot get the bad ending or the UFO ending on a fresh file of the game. Like, it's not possible. Even if you make all the requirements for the bad ending, you won't get the bad ending. You will get the good ending anyway. So that's why you have to do it on New Game Plus. But in this specific run, it's a New Game Plus. I can get the New Game Plus weapons, but I won't use them because I believe it's not like worth it for a no damage run, you know. For the speedrun, of course, it's worth it because you will go faster, but for a no damage run or a no hit run, I believe it's not worth it to use the New Game Plus weapons for a bad ending. You can use it though, but I believe it's not worth it in my opinion. Alright, so first of all, again, the requirements for the bad ending, it's first of all playing on a cleared save file, like a cleared game save file, and defeat more than 100 enemies with your fists, your weapons. It doesn't matter, but you have to kill 100 enemies and you will get the bad ending. Then everything else is the same, like you will fight the same bosses and everything. So you will virtually be just like the good ending. And I'm not explaining about this stuff, so not so complex, but the fire in this house can stagger you, but that doesn't count as damage. So don't worry about it. It can count as a hit, but it doesn't count as a damage. And this is a no damage run, not a no hit run. So after we finish the first section of the game, we will be in Silent Hill City, and we can enter to the hospital. Camilla Hospital. So the PSP version of this game, it's in my opinion the best version you can play on, because it runs faster and the light it's better in this game, like in this version, excuse me. It's not so dark like on the PS2 version of the game, so everything loads faster. It's much more better to run in this version than on the PS2 version. So if you are wondering on making this run or even speedrun this game, use the PSP version of the game, not the PS2. The PS2 is just a waste of time and it's annoying. So once we get to this floor, it doesn't matter if you turn off your light, because anyway the light will turn on again in the cutscene. You pick up the weapon, then we re-enter and we will kill this nurse. We're gonna stand up behind her and we're gonna hit her. Once she's on the floor, we're gonna finish her with the weapon. So like in every Silent Hill game, or almost every Silent Hill game, you can finish the enemies when they are on the floor with any weapon, or even with if you are without weapons, you know. You go to the other dimension of Silent Hill by using the mirror. Just ignore that nurse, not necessary to kill her. You can kill her though, but it's risky and not worth it, so that's why I don't kill her. We pick up the golden egg right here. Then we're gonna leave this room and we will go to this part to pick up the TV. And right here to make the first puzzle of the game. So the combination for this puzzle is 312319. It's always the same, it will never change. Like, there's no RNG in the puzzles of this game, and there's no difficulty options. Like, there's only one difficulty in this game. Okay, so we're gonna equip the TV and we're gonna kill this nurse right here. We're gonna throw the TV by getting some space between us and the nurse before throwing it, otherwise the nurse can hit us. And always be careful about the nurse that is behind us when we are killing the first one. Like, try to do it faster. You have to dodge the first nurse after you leave the room. Like, get some space, but not too much, and not like not too much, but not too less. I don't know how to say the word, excuse me. And like throw the TV and finish here on the floor, and then just avoid the second one. So we pick up the item right there, and we go to the normal dimension in order to like use all the items that we pick up, and also pick up this key. So right here we're gonna pick up the toaster, the key, and leave. Alright, so like the place I go is the most optimized route for this game. Like the rooms I visit, all the places I go first. Like the most optimized route for this game in order to finish it on the fastest way, for not that much, of course. For speedrun, it's almost the same, the route and the rooms that you visit, in like the order of them. But it's faster because you do other stuff, and you don't have to be worried about getting hit in the speedrun, you know. So a lot of things that I will make in this run will be being careful about not getting hit, and because of that I will go a little bit slower. Alright, so once you go to the other dimension right here, to the other world, once you leave this bathroom, the nurse can be right on your face. So you have to like immediately move your stick to the left side or to the right side in order to avoid her. And the second one shouldn't be a problem. So use the ice right here. And right here is the first boss of the game. We're gonna equip this little hospital item. We're gonna charge an attack, and then we're just gonna spam the attacks until the straight jacket's on the floor. And once it's on the floor, we're gonna just finish the enemy on the floor, and that's the first boss of the game. So there are two different ways of attack with a melee weapon in this game. Not a throwable, a melee weapon. There's a charge attack, that is the one that I made at the beginning of the fight, and there's a normal attack, that it was the one after the first attack I made in the straight jacket boss fight. It's very important that you make first the charge attack for the straight jacket, and then just spam normal attacks without stopping, like non-stop. By doing that, you will always like loop the enemy in order to not attack you. On a very rare occasion, the straight jacket will throw acid after the charge attack, but it doesn't happen very often. So Alright, so heading to the theater, we're gonna equip this alcohol bottle, and we're gonna throw it to the straight jacket once he's like kinda close to us, and then we're just gonna finish him in the floor with our feet. So I believe I didn't mention this, but in this game there are melee weapons, there are firearms, and there are also throwables. And most of the throwables almost always will stagger an enemy and will make them fall down, and you can finish them in the floor. So like this, we're gonna equip the toaster, we're gonna throw it to this straight jacket, and then we're gonna finish him in the floor. So when the straight jacket is running, he will just try to grab you, he won't speed acid, you know. So that's the perfect time you can use a throwable and just disable the straight jacket enemies. So of course, because this is a bad ending and I have to get more than 100 kills in order to get the bad ending, that's why I'm killing a lot of enemies, unlike the good ending or the UFO ending, you know. In the good ending, I just pass through all of this part without killing any enemies. And as I mentioned, in the good ending, there's a mechanic in this game that has a stamina. So when Travis is out of stamina, he starts running slower, like jogging instead of running. And you can avoid that by just drinking an energy drink. Not really a deal for another match run, of course. It's more a deal for a speed run, but just for, you know. And for some reason in indoors the stamina drains slower than in outdoors, you know. I don't know how that happened, but it happens like that. Also, all the grabs in this game doesn't count as damage as long as you perform the quick time events correctly. If you fail the quick time event, of course it will inflict damage, but if you perform it correctly, it won't inflict damage. So we're just gonna avoid this straight jacket and start to kill him. Like all the kills are counted for this run and for this specific route. in order to get more than 100 kills and get the bad ending. But you can start counting it by yourself if you want to, just in case. So here, Travis is out of stamina and he starts jogging instead of running. Also, there's a very cool thing that in that part, maybe you don't know this, but there's another kind of enemy in the PSP version instead of the PS2. In the PS2 there's only 3 jackets there, and there are no... I can't remember the name of this enemy. Okay, I just checked and it's called Carrion. Like, there's a Carrion in the entrance, but it's not a Carrion on the other street. There's only 3 jackets. So right here we're gonna hack this wall and start running. There's some handgun bullets that will be useful to pick up right here. That's why I'm taking this route. Right here. And then we can continue running. We are not gonna kill any enemies here because it's risky. So we're just gonna go directly and enter. It is not a theater, I'm sorry, it's the Sanatorium. Was my mistake. We are heading to the Sanatorium. After the Sanatorium, there's the theater. So the Sanatorium is, in my opinion, the most annoying section of the game, and mainly because there's a lot of backtracking and you can get lost very easily in this part. So there's a lot of memory and muscular memory for this section if you're trying to run this game. Mainly because there's a lot of backtracking and you can get lost very easily. So we're gonna enter to this room first in order to pick up some bullets and also the handgun that is right here. But I believe it's called target pistol, right? And also this cabinet. And then we're just gonna leave. And as you can see, the PS2 version is very clear. Excuse me, the PSP. Unlike the PS2 is very dark. So just make yourself a favor, and if you're trying to run this game or even play this game casually, just play it on the PSP version, not the PS2. It's much more better. But also I have to mention that you have to increase the brightness in the menu before playing the game, you know, in the PSP. In the PS2 version there's a way to increase the brightness, but it's only available for New Game Plus games after you beat the game once. But in the PSP you can do it for your first playthrough. So I just enter to that room in order to pick up some items, ammo. And we're gonna head ourselves to the second floor. Right, so this is the first encounter to a remnant, that is an invisible enemy in the darkness. And if you light it up, you're gonna show a shadow, but it has some kind of like metal thing on his chest. But after 4 shots, you're gonna kill the enemy, and it's not necessary to finish them on the floor. So right here we're gonna enter, we're gonna light it up in order to aggro this nurse, and once she's on the floor, we're gonna reload our weapon and continue shooting from here until she's fully dead. And then for the second one on the right side, we're just gonna wait until she comes for us. I believe there's one more on the left side, if I'm not wrong. We're just gonna start shooting her with the light on. So in dark places, if you don't turn on the lights, the enemies won't aggro to you unless you are like very close to them. But if you turn on the light, they will start aggro to you when they are very far away from you, you know. So that's why I turn on and turn off the light here. So yeah, there's 4 nurses here. It's very important you kill the first 2 like almost kinda from the door in order to not aggro the other 2. Otherwise it will be a clown fiesta. It won't be fun because all of them will aggro to you and you will be crowded by them and you will get damaged very easily. So we enter here and we solve this puzzle. It's very simple. It's only 1, 3 and 6 for this iron lung. I'm gonna get the key for the basement, I believe. Let me check. Yeah, it's the basement key. Then we're gonna leave the room and we're gonna go to the basement. There's another nurse right there. Not necessary to kill her, but this one, yes. So once she's on the floor, we're just gonna finish her. By the way, if you are with ammunition in your pistol, Travis will use a pistol in order to finish the enemy on the floor instead of his feet, you know. So make sure to be out of ammunition before doing that, otherwise you will just waste one bullet and not worth it. So we enter to this room in order to pick up more ammunition, but this ammunition is for the shotgun. And also some alcohol bottles, just in case we need to throw stuff to the enemies, you know. And then we can leave and go directly to the basement. So there's some pistol ammo right here. And then we can enter to the basement. So in the basement there's a carrion right here around the corner, but it's like not necessary to go there right now. First gonna come to this room and there's some ammo right here. Just that. It's only for that we come here. And then we go back and now we're gonna deal with the carrion. So we're gonna equip a trouble, it doesn't matter which one. We're gonna hack the left wall. Excuse me, just go to the center of this hallway, and once the carrion is showing us her back, we're just gonna throw a trouble and then finish the carrion on the floor. But do not get very close to the carrion, otherwise it will like immediately quick turn and hit you, and the carrion is like the most dangerous enemy in this game in my opinion. I'd say with the Ariel maybe, but the carrion is like the most dangerous and harder to dodge because it's very fast and makes a charge attack that it's almost untouchable. It's not impossible to dodge it, but it's very hard. So that's why it's not worth it to aggro the carrions, and they can quick turn very fast. So like do not get overconfident, you know. Like just make it safe. So we go to the second floor right here. And just like turn to the right side. There are two nurses right here, so we're gonna kill both of them. It's okay if you aggro them because there's plenty of space between you and them, and there's also a lot of space in order to like go back. But I believe I didn't kill the second one. I'm not sure. So we're gonna like use this bat tap and leap, and the nurses will be gone. For some reason they like just spawn, and straight jackets spawn instead of them in different places. We're gonna go to the other dimension using this mirror. There will be handgun ammunition in this part. Once we leap, there will be straight jackets also. I know why I just didn't kill those nurses, because I was out of ammunition. So there's a remnant right here. Remember the remnant, you are not like you don't have to finish them in the floor. Once you make them fall down, they're already dead. At least with the handgun. I didn't try or test that with a trouble, but with the handgun it's not necessary to finish them in the floor. They will always fall down and they are dead. So we leave that room and we go to the basement again. So right here we're gonna equip the cabinet, because there's a carrion. So this carrion, be careful because it's facing you. So take a lot of space between you and the carrion. Throw the cabinet and then finish the carrion on the floor. Do not get close. Of course not very close, but not even close. Otherwise it will jump to you. Because it's dark, the carrion won't aggro to you immediately, and you have like more time to just position yourself. If there was light, it will be like harder to do that. So we just go there because of the ammunition, not anything else.
I've always hated you! You and your devil son!
I'm gonna enter to this room in order to pick up more ammo. Just that. I'm gonna kill this straitjacket that is in front of us. Like as soon as you leave that room, there will be a straitjacket in front of you, and you can finish the straitjacket in the floor. There's another straitjacket right here around the corner on the right side. Also just make him fall down and then finish him in the floor. So once we finish killing the last straitjacket from there, I'm just gonna enter to this room, use the mirror, this big bathroom, and then we're gonna go to the last thing here, and we're just gonna use that because the key will be now in the basement because of that. So we're gonna kill this remnant that's in front of us. It will take you between 5-4 shots to kill that remnant. Like all the remnants, like almost all the enemies always take the same amount of bullets in order to kill them. Because remember, this game doesn't have a difficulty judgment, and it's always the same difficulty. Like you cannot like choose normal, hard, or easy. There's only one difficulty in this game. Then once we leave this room, we have to pick up the key, of course, in the bed. And we're just gonna go to this part and kill this remnant and enter to that double door. There will be nurses right here in front of Travis right now. But because we don't have enough ammunition, we're not gonna kill them. We're just gonna like completely avoid them. And I believe right there's also a remnant. I can remember. We have to go to the main hall again in order to open a door that we wasn't able to open at the beginning of the Sanatorium. Or Sanatorium, excuse me. Sanatorium. So right here we're gonna pick up the typewriter and the 2 shotgun ammo. We're gonna go to the mirror right here, use it, and the shotgun will be on the door in the other dimension. And also ammunition in the floor. So outside this room there will be 2 carrions, and we're gonna kill both of them with the shotgun. They will always take you 2 shotgun shells to kill them. Like 1, 2, and it's dead. Always 2. And try to get close to them while you are shooting, you know. If Travis stopped aiming to them, that means they are dead. Maybe you know this, but like Travis was aiming to the carrion, and after the second shot, Travis just immediately aimed to the right side. That means the carrion is dead. So it's very easy to kill the carrion with the shotgun. But of course, because it's a shotgun, you have to be close to the enemies in order to deal the full damage of the shotgun. Otherwise, it will be just a waste if you try to shoot them from distance, you know. Because it's a shotgun. So one remnant right here. Just ignore the remnant. Another one. I think there's another one. No, there's not another one. There will be 2 when we get out of this room after we pick up the key. But not worth it to kill them, so we're just gonna avoid them completely. So a very important thing right here. Travis can get out of stamina once you're running on this hallway. And in order to perform this dodge that I'm just gonna make right now, you have to be full stamina. So if that happens, just drink an energy drink, or before entering into this hallway, and after you pick up the key, just like feel your stamina. Like wait until he completely rests. Like the dodge is very simple for those remnants. Like the first one just go to the left side, and the other ones just go in the middle of them. It's 100% consistent. So we go to the normal dimension. We're just gonna go, I believe, to the second floor again. Yep. That's a new gun plus weapon, by the way. You don't have to use the gauntlets. So we can keep the handgun and start shooting the straitjacket while we go backwards and just finish it in the floor. and then we can continue. Just ignore this remnant, don't worry about it. Enter to this room. That's why we pick up the key. Right here you have to pick up the TV, the ammo, and use the mirror.
You have? Please, help me understand.
After you use the mirror, there will be a katana right here. There are 2 katanas in this game, and both of them are very useful for the Caliban boss fight in the theater. So it's very important to pick up the katana. Right here, the second one you'll find it in the theater. So this first one is very easy to miss because you use the mirror and you didn't know that it's there. And sometimes you just leave the room after you use the mirror, so take note about it. So you will go to the basement again on the other dimension. And right here there's a carrion, so we're gonna equip the trouble, doesn't matter which one. And right in the corner we're gonna throw it. Once the carrion is on the floor, we're gonna finish it with our feet, and that's it. I'm gonna equip the shotgun and continue. So right here there's a straight jacket. I'm gonna shoot. Most of the time it will only take you 1 shot and shell to kill this straight jacket or make him fall down, but I believe the first shot didn't count because I didn't turn on the light, and also I wasn't like kinda close to it. Always turn on the light when you are trying to shoot enemies in the darkness. Otherwise Travis can miss. Like the true straight jacket's dead, we can continue. And I believe right here we're gonna go to the first floor now, not to the second one. Yep. So there will be a lot of nurses right here, just avoid them, like hugging the left side, like this wall, and they will never hit you. Unless you get body blocked by one of the pillars or in the wall. But that shouldn't happen if you run correctly, you know. Right, so the combination, or how do you solve this puzzle, it's green, blue, blue, red, yellow. Then once we leave, there will be straight jackets instead of nurses. You don't have to kill them, mainly because there's one in front of you and there's another one behind you. So once you're killing the one that is in front of you, most of the time the one that is behind you can hit you very easily. That's why we don't kill enemies when we are crowded like that. We only kill enemies when they are in front of us and there's no one behind us, you know. So right here will be a remnant instead of straight jackets. Doesn't matter if you kill them or not at the straight jackets at the beginning. They will always be replaced by remnants after you pick up the key. But thankfully enough, this carrion will be respawned, so we can get another kill. So just use a trowel because he's not facing us, so it shouldn't be a problem. Then just finish the carrion in the floor and continue. It's not the same carrion, by the way. Also, it doesn't matter if you kill the first one. That carrion will be there anyway. I believe it's more a way to like despawn enemies and spawn new enemies in a lot of sections in this game. It's mainly because to get the bad ending, you know, because you have one of the requirements, and the only requirement is to get more than 100 kills. So I believe it's mainly because of that. A lot of enemies spawn and then new ones spawn, even if you kill the first ones. So right there was a nurse, but not necessary to kill that nurse. Once we enter to this room, this is the last section of the sanatorium, and once you pick up that key, all the enemies in the sanatorium will spawn, or almost all of them. At least all the enemies that you can encounter in your way to the boss fight. they will despawn and the music will play. Because right now the only thing left is kill the boss in the sanatorium and we can leave. Alright, so we are heading to the boss fight. We're gonna reload all our weapons. We don't have hang ammunition, it's not really a problem. We can kill this enemy with only the shotgun. So we're gonna use the mirror in the bathroom and then we're gonna leave, and on a straight line, like running forward, there will be the boss fight door. So this boss is called Momma. And the way you can kill Momma, it's very simple, and there's a loop and there's a way to cheese this boss fight. Fortunately, it cannot be shown like very easily on the PSP version because of the camera angles. In the PS2 version, you can see more how you can choose this enemy. But basically, start shooting once you enter the room and turn on the light, and then just go like to this part. I'm trying to show right here with the camera, but I don't really recommend it because there's one very long out attack that Momma can do, that is the spikes, and that has a very long range and can be a problem. So I'm still reloading the shotgun. I believe I'm getting close to the enemy because I want to perform the full damage with the shotgun, you know. But if you want to see how to cheese this enemy very easily with the handgun, just go to my PS2 version run of this game, like the good ending, and I showed there the cheese. That is 100% consistent. But with the shotgun, the fight is very short, and that's it. Basically, that's it, Bama. It will take you between, like, I believe 8 shotgun shells, something like that. And do not forget to pick up the ticket before leaving this part, otherwise you won't be able to enter to the theater. So again, do not forget to pick up the key in order to go to the theater. Well, the entrance to the theater is only the ticket, but the key is in order to pick up some items. So we're gonna shoot this stray jacket in the back. And once he's on the floor, he should be dead. Don't worry about it. Like, Travis will aim to the other stray jacket when the one that is in front of him is dead, you know? Otherwise it means he's not dead and you have to keep shooting. So there's a carrion out here, so you have to be careful. In order to avoid him completely, you just have to go around the right side, like make a very wide angle. Otherwise, because he's on the other camera change, he can hit you very easily. And remember that the carrions are very dangerous when they watch you. And he instant aggro to you when you are going out the sanatorium. Once Travis is out of stamina, we're just gonna use an energy drink, and that will completely refill his stamina. He can continue running. Just avoid the other carrion. Killing enemies in the street is not really worth it, because you can get crowded by them very easily and you will get damaged because of that. So, like, this route for the bad ending is like, I think I killed like 103 enemies, something like that. And you only need 100 kills for the bad ending. So the route, it's like made to get this ending, so don't worry about like missing enemies or something like that. Should be fine, no? So we get out of here. The nurse is mutilated by the butcher. The butcher will be a boss fight, by the way, but later, not now. Other carrion right there. Don't worry about that carrion. You don't have to do that, what I just did. That's dangerous. I believe I was trying to show my viewers on my stream how they can aggro to you very easily. Because, by the way, I stream these runs on twitch.tv Artsaurio. If you're wondering, I made these runs live, so you can come and hang out with the chat. So for this stray jacket, just go around him on the right side. he will never be a problem. So the key that we pick up in the car after the sanatorium, it's for this door. So right here, just patting, nothing very important. But again, the patting and the places you go and when you have to go to those specific places is very important in this game. Otherwise, you will get lost very easily, and that's not bueno. Just keep running. Another carrion right there, just hack the wall right here and it wouldn't be a problem. But remember, don't get overconfident with the carrions because they have a very long range. So for this tree jacket, you can shoot him in the back and then end him in the floor with your feet, not with another shotgun shell. That would be a waste. That's why I just unequip the shotgun before finishing the enemy. And right here, this carrion has two ranges. He can be facing you, like in this occasion, or he can like show you his back. If he's facing you, equip a trouble, get some space between you and the carrion, and throw it, and then finish him with your feet. Do not try to use your shotgun because it will be a waste and you'll have to waste 2 bullets. It's better to kill him with a trouble. But if he's showing you his back, you can just go around him and avoid him completely. Some target pistol ammo right here. Like just picking up items right here before going to the theater. So by the way, unfortunately in this game, you can heal yourself even if you are at 100% HP. The way you can know if you are out of, like if you get damaged or not, it's by the color of your status on your inventory menu. Like there's no other way to know if you get damaged or not. There's a way that we were working on with reverse engineering and getting the values of the HP and ammo and that kind of stuff with a friend, that we make some tools for Silent Hill 2 and Silent Hill 3 that can show you the HP values in real time. But in this game, because it's from a console and it's not a PC version like a PC port, it's harder and we weren't able to find that. But thankfully enough, we were able to know like if the grabs deal damage or not, and they don't deal damage. As long as you perform the quick time events correctly, right? As I mentioned before. But anyway, we enter the theater, we equip the target pistol. Just keep the cutscenes and continue. Here's the introduction of the aerial enemies in the game. Some kind of mannequins, like kids mannequins, something strange. But they can like walk in the ceilings.
Hang not on my gun.
And they are very fast, so there's plenty of ways to avoid them or to kill them on a consistent way. But they can be annoying. So the first one is right here. Just ignore him, turn off the light, and go right here on the double red door and start shooting the aerial from here. Once he's on the floor, finish him with the handgun. Always shoot with your light on, otherwise Travis can miss the shots. Pick up this portable TV and just continue going around this hallway. So when the aerial falls down from the ceiling, you have to be very fast when you go and finish him in the floor, because the aerial can stand up very very fast, and if he start the standing up animation, you won't be able to finish him. Like the game won't allow you like this. Like he drop down and just go directly and finish him on the floor. Like it always take you 4 shots in order to drop down the aerials from the ceiling. So just count down. But it will take you 4 shots if you don't miss the shots, right? So that's why you have to light on, like turn on your light before start shooting. Right, so right here, the second katana of the game, and the last one that we need. We use the mirror and we go to the other dimension, the nightmare dimension. We leap and there will be aerials and carrions right here. So for this one, the dodge is very consistent, like 100% consistent, as long as you leave the room and go around the left side, the right side of the aerial, but your left side, right? He will never grab you. But you have to do it as soon as you leave the room, not if you take a little more time, the dodge won't work. And we do that because when we go out, there will be 2 aerials right here. The first one on the right side, we want to finish him with the target pistol. And for the second one on the left side, we're gonna equip the shotgun and make him drop down. Then we're gonna equip the service pistol. There is some kind of stronger pistol, but the one on the left side is not dead, so just gonna finish him with the service pistol. Like the main goal right here is to make the right one to drop down and then kill the one on the left side. Because if you left both of them on the ceiling, there will be a problem. And there's no splash damage in this game, as for what I know. So you are not able to shoot them both with the shotgun, you know. That's why you have to kill them one by one. I believe this is one of the most annoying parts of the theater. There's one more with the aerials, but I think those 2 are like the most annoying ones. The other ones are not very bad, to be honest, to kill enemies. It's very safe, very consistent. But that one that I just made, it can be a pain in the ass. Mainly because they both are like on the same line of fire, and like you can miss shots very easily. So for this one, just make him drop down and then finish him on the floor. But remember, that aerial was sleeping at the beginning of the theater, right? But after you aggro the first one and you go to the nightmare reality, he will wake up and he will immediately aggro to you once you enter to that room. So be careful about that. So we're gonna go upstairs, open this door. This aerial in front of us, just gonna reload the service pistol, start shooting. See, I just missed 1 shot because I didn't turn on the light. Maybe you see the free shot. Always turn your light on before you start shooting, even if the place is with the lights on, where the place is clear, because Travis will miss the shots and you don't want that. It will be just a waste of ammunition, and in this specific ending that we want to get, in the bad ending, you can get out of ammunition very easily. So waste ammunition, it's not good, not at all. Pick up all the light bulbs. We're gonna make a little puzzle in order to continue the game. There will be a straitjacket right here on our left side. Turn on the light, start shooting him until he falls onto the floor, and then finish him on the floor. He's done. Reload our service pistol and leave. Another straitjacket right here. Shoot him 4 times, I believe, or 5. It's 4. that was strange because he was like, "Nope, I'm not gonna drop down." Well, yeah, I will. That's why I was just waiting. Why he's not dropping down after the 4th shot? That's weird. And then he dropped down like with delay. He had some kind of lag. These are really the same. Just shoot him 4 times, he will drop down, then finish him on the floor. See, it's always 4 shots if you don't miss. But sometimes the enemies have some kind of delay or lag before they drop down. I don't know why. It doesn't happen very often though. Get close to this aerial, turn on the lights, make him drop down or fall down, and then finish him on the floor and continue. Because we already picked up all the light bulbs, we can go back to the normal reality, like the real world. another area right here. Just kill him. The same. We are out of service pistol ammunition, by the way. But we don't need it. Not right now. So for this carrion, wait until he turn around. Stand up behind him. Not very close. Equip a throw it, and then finish the carrion on the floor. So we're gonna reload our normal weapon, like the target pistol and the shotgun. We're gonna enter to this room. There's one arrow right here. I'm gonna shoot him with the shotgun, then finish him with our feet. Now with a bullet. And I believe we are arriving to the annoying part. So the important thing right there is the ammunition, not the health drink. And reload our shotgun. Yeah, it's right here. So this part is very annoying. So there will be 3 areas. You want to shoot the one that is very close to you, and then the one on the left side, and then the one on the right side. It's annoying because sometimes Travis, for some reason, won't shoot to the one that is in front of him, and he will start shooting the one that is behind the one that is in front of you. And if that happens, just reset the room immediately. Otherwise, the one that is in front of you will hit you very easily. Of course, it didn't happen this time, and that's unfortunate because I wasn't able to show you that RNG, but it can happen. So if that happens, just reset the room. But the worst thing about resetting the room in this specific part is that the enemies won't like reset their positions. So as soon as you enter to the room, they will be very close to you again. So it's really annoying. So for the carrion, the same. Just stand up behind the carrion. Of course, getting some space between you and the carrion, always. Otherwise, he will turn around and hit you immediately. And throw something and just finish him in the floor. Not something very complex, to be honest. The carrions are not really a threat in dark places, as I mentioned in the Sanatorium. They are really a threat in the sunlight, like in outside, you know, not indoors, outdoors. So the same for this Ariel, and the one that is is at the end of the hallway. This part can be annoying too, because when you're shooting the first one that is in the entrance, this one that I just killed can get close to you, and if you takes more time to kill the first one, that one can be very close to you and hit you after you kill the first one. Like the feather, it's more a pain in the ass when you waste too much time killing the enemies, you know. If you do it fast enough, they shouldn't be a problem because they won't be close to you. But if you take some more time to kill them, the ones that are behind, the ones that are far away from you in the same room can get close to you when you're killing the ones that are close to you, you know. So that's like the main reason of getting hit in the feather, wasting time killing enemies. And more in the bad ending, because in the bad ending we don't like dodge enemies like in the good ending nor the UFO ending, because we need the 100 kills. So that's why the bad ending can be, yeah, no, it's not, it can be, it is harder than the good ending when you are not using New Gun Plus weapons, of course, because you can get this run using New Gun Plus weapons because it has to be a New Gun Plus file. But I'm not using New Gun Plus weapons because I believe it's not worth it for another damage run. So that's why. So the order of the bulbs, it's always the same. It's first the 500 watts bulb, light bulb, then the 125, then the 750 watts, and last the 250. It's always the same, never change. Just turn on the lights and we can go back to the theater, like the, I don't know how is it called, but like the main theater thing. Sorry for my ignorance on that. And on the way back there will be a straitjacket right here, finish him on the floor with your feet. And then continue. equip trouble, any trouble. And right here, it's not worth to kill those aerials, because again, like in the entrance of that specific room, it can happen the same. So that's why I just avoid them, and I don't count them for the bad ending. I will kill 2 extra enemies later in order to I have those kills. And the troll is for this street jacket. Like, throw it, he will fall down and finish him on the floor. That's mainly because I want to save some ammunition. There will be an aerial right here. I'm just gonna avoid these aerials too, because the same can happen. Because they're very fast, they can get close to you very easily when you are like killing the ones that are close to you, as I mentioned before. So we pull up the curtain, and we're gonna place like the scenery in 1 and the props on 2. That will bring a mirror, and we're gonna enter to that mirror in order to go to that other dimension. So right here there will be the key that we need in order to continue with the game. Just that.
Not a fear. The aisle is full of noises.
But then we're gonna use one more scenery, one more prop before we continue, because there's one more scenery and prop that we can use in order to get some ammunition. And we need that. So we're gonna put scenery in 3 and props in 1, I believe. Yeah, it's props 1. I don't know why I just used 2, it's not necessary. And this is only for ammunition, as I mentioned before. There's no enemies, so don't worry about it. Yeah, picking up the text, not necessary, of course. And going back to normal reality, and we can continue. But before we continue, there's also ammunition on this side, like right on this double door corner. Yeah, we're just gonna reload all our weapons and equip the shotgun. The other ammunition, no necessary to pick it up, unless you want to. But I believe it's target pistol ammo, and we no longer need that weapon. So one carrying right here, just 2 shots of the shotgun, will be dead. Do it fast, otherwise he can jump to you. The shotgun will stagger the carry-on half a second, something like that. Then for the aerials, it will be always 1 shot of the shotgun, as long as you are kind of close to them, to make them fall down from the ceiling, and then finish them with your feet, and equip the shotgun and then finish them. You have to do it fast, again, as I said, the aerials stand up very fast, so if you waste some time, you won't be able to. So right here, equip the rifle, because there are 2 aerials and they are away from us, and we don't have a good line of sight to them. So just like spam your hunting rifle until you kill both of them. Will be 2 shots each of them, and then for this one, 1 shot, then the second shot will be dead with the rifle again. We pick up the prop controller lever and we leave this room. Then 1 area will spawn after we leave that room, 1 shot to make him fall down, then equip the rifle and continue. Like, the rifle will be our main weapon right now. The rifle and the shotgun. The service pistol and the target pistol, not really necessary from now on. Then for this carry-on, the same, 2 shots, then finish him. Then equip a katana, and we will go to the boss fight of the theater, the last section of the theater. That is the Caliban. Now, for these aerials, wait until they fully turn over, like turn to the other side. It's not necessary to shoot one of them. I don't know why I did that. But if you want to, you can kill one of them. Then equip the katana again. Like, the only necessary thing to do for those aerials is wait until they turn back. They continue their path, and you can go directly to the door. Like, as soon as you enter the room, just stand up, do not move. Otherwise you will aggro them. Okay, so scenery 2 and props 2. Scenery 2 and props 3. And then we enter to the boss fight with the katana. Alright, so the Caliban boss fight. It goes like this. We skip the cutscene, and we go behind the Caliban. If he jumps, it's okay, but go behind him. And then start slashing your katana while you start turning around his back. Always on his back, because when you are on his back, he cannot attack you. He has to face you before he can attack. And then just continue slashing. If your katana destroys, just equip the other one. That's why you need two. Most of the time, you will only need one katana, but that's RNG. Sometimes you will need two, sometimes you will only need one. And that's the Caliban boss fight. The Caliban can only attack when he's facing you. Otherwise he cannot attack. That's why we turn around his back all the time. And he tries to turn to watch us, but he can't. You just start slashing while you continue hugging his back. It's very simple, to be honest. But at the beginning of the fight he can jump immediately, as it just happened. If that happens, just like go around him, wait until he jumps, and then go to the Caliban back. And then right here just kill this carrion. Right here we're gonna kill some enemies in the streets. Mainly because we have the hunting rifle and it will be some kind of easy to kill them. And also because we need the kills for the bad ending. We enter to the press office. We pick up the service pistol ammo, and there's also hunting rifle ammo, if I'm not wrong, on the other side of this place. And also trouble, a typewriter. Yep. Yeah, there's rifle ammo right there. So once we pick up all the ammunition and the typewriter, we can leave. We're just gonna follow the street, like, forward. It's not necessary to go like around the corner or something like that, but we're gonna kill some enemies, like shoot with the rifle to one stray jacket, then finish him in the floor with our feet, not with a weapon. Otherwise we're gonna just waste ammunition. And now there are the giant carrions. Just ignore them. Shouldn't be worried about them, and not worth to kill them because they will take more ammunition. And they count as just one enemy, so it's not like the giant enemies will count as multiple enemies kills. It only counts as one, so it's not worth to kill them. Also ammunition right there, on that corner. So once we arrive to the end of the street, we start going around the corner and just follow the path. There will be ammunition right here and also energy drink. On a very rare occasion, a stray jacket will be behind you, like will follow you from here. Once you all go around the corner, but that doesn't happen very often. I think it happens mainly when you go at the center of the street instead of like on the side. So right here, the combination for the cash is 213. You're gonna get the key for the bookstore, and right here you're gonna get the assault rifle. And the assault rifle ammunition, it's right there. That are those green boxes, green white boxes. Funny thing about this game and the versions of this game is, like, in the PC version, in the PSP version, the ammunition of the assault rifle is like that. It's like those boxes, white, green boxes. But in the PS2 version, it's different. It's some kind of case, like military case, rifle ammunition. You know, like those green big cases of ammunition. So shoot the carrion 2 times in the back. Then finishing with your feet because you're out of rifle ammunition in your weapon right now. And just reload all your weapons. Equip the shotgun. Continue running. So right here there's an RNG. There can be a stray jacket right here. And sometimes it won't be. I don't know what triggers that. But in the case that the stray jacket is right there, just shoot him 1 time with the shotgun, then finish him with your feet. And of course, if it's not there, just go and pick up the assault rifle ammo and continue. Just continue running in the center of the street and start hugging the left side, because there will be a carrion right there, and also a giant carrion. So a very important thing about the giant carrion doesn't make the charge attack like the normal carrions. The giant carrion will make an slam, and it's very slow. So it's very easy to just like go around them and not worry about the charge attack, because the normal carrions, they make the charge attack, and that it's very fast and hard to dodge. But the giant carrions doesn't do that. They don't do that. They will always slam, and that's very easy to dodge because it's very slow. From the time they like stand up and then slam on the floor, it's like 2.5 seconds, and that's plenty of time to just go around them and not worry about being hit by that, you know. So we reload our shotgun and we continue on this street. We're gonna pick up this energy drink. So this street is very important about the stamina. We're gonna just we're gonna kill this carrion. Always stand up behind them, otherwise they can jump to you. You're gonna kill them with just 2 shotgun shells. Then you're gonna reload, and then you're gonna use an energy drink if your stamina it's empty right there. Maybe you wonder why. It's because this carrion, if you are not running with your full stamina, this carrion will be facing you once you arrive to that alley. And if he's facing you, it will be harder to kill him because he can jump to you immediately. So that's why we use the energy drink if our stamina is empty. Then that, I believe it was a Caliban. Yeah, don't worry about them. It's completely safe to just like continue running. Then we hug this part of the street and just continue running while we hug in this part. There's another Caliban right there. Don't worry about him. As long as you continue hugging this wall and just pick up the items from here, you should be fine. Then use an energy drink, just in case, because the Caliban maybe can charge to you. And for this carrion, like, take some space between you and the carrion because he's facing you. And remember, they are very aggressive when they are facing you, and he can jump immediately. So, like, there's no way to go behind him. There's an RG where he won't be facing you, and that's the best RG that you can have there. But if he's facing you, like, just take some precaution before shooting, you know. There will be 2 boss fights in this section of the game. And one of the hardest one of the game is right here. So we're just gonna skip the cutscene, pick up the key, and we can leave this part from this door. Just continue with your rifle equipped, because upstairs there will be some enemies that we need to kill in order to make this safe, and also because we need the kills. So a straight jacket, get close to him, shoot him 1 time, equip your hands, and equip the weapon, and finish him with your feet. And the second one will be right here. As soon as he appears on the camera, just shoot. So the straight jacket will appear right here. Shoot him 1 time, he will fall down, finish him on the floor. Then equip the assault rifle, because we're gonna kill some carrions downstairs. This specific carrion. And thankfully enough, the assault rifle against the carrions, it's a very good weapon because it's gonna stagger them in every shot. I'm gonna kill them very easily also. Stand up behind this carrion, he's like turning around, so that was kinda scary. He's gonna go behind the carrion because he's always patrolling on a very particular way, on the same line, you know. And he's like ending the patrol on one side and he's gonna turn around and go to the other side, like that. Just like in StarCraft. Then we're gonna reload our weapons and we're gonna equip the service pistol. We're gonna enter to this room. And right here, now it's not the introduction to there's a new enemy also in the Motel, that is the Tuvak. They are also very dangerous because they also have a charge attack. Like, charge attacks in this game are the worst, mainly because the charge attacks are very fast and hard to dodge, and they can take you by surprise, you know. Alright, so right here in the Nightmare Dimension, will be a carrion. So we're gonna turn on light and then start shooting him once we are on the same line of fire. Like, we're just gonna continue shooting until he is completely dead. There's another carrion around the corner on the left side, by the way. We're gonna kill him after we pick up the shotgun ammo, but be careful because he can be very close to you or maybe facing you. And this pillar like blocks your vision, you know. But once Travis starts aiming to the other side, it means the carrion is dead. Always, like, remember, as I told you from the hospital and more in the theater, always shoot with your light on. Never try to shoot with your light off on dark places, because Travis will miss more shots if you start shooting with your light off. Of course, the light will like immediately aggro the enemies, but that's okay because we are like killing them in on the safest ways we can kill them. So right here I'm just checking my ammunition. I'm just gonna reload my shotgun and continue, because after we kill these two carrions there will be the first introduction to the two-back. He will be right here. So just kinda get close to him and shoot him 2 times. That will make him fall down and then finish him on the floor. And remember, the shotgun will deal more damage the closer you are to the enemy, but don't get very close, otherwise he will jump to you or maybe spit acid to you. Both attacks from the two-back are very dangerous. But the jump, I think the jump it grabs you. And if the grab, yeah, I think the jump is grab. It's a grab. And of course, if like you perform correctly the quick time event, the grab won't inflict damage. So we're gonna stand up behind this Caliban. Always stand up behind, otherwise he will charge you and start shooting him. He's dead. Reload our weapons, equip the shotgun, and continue. There will be one straight jacket right here. Shoot him one time, equip your shotgun, finish him on the floor. So I believe I didn't mention this, but the way you can know if there's an enemy in a room that you never visited before, or maybe an enemy spawn, it's when the camera starts like shaking and has those kind of old VHS interference, you know. That's how you know. And also the sound, like there's some kind of sound interference as well. That's how you know there's an enemy on that specific room, if you are not seeing the enemy on your camera, you know. Alright, so this section it's very tricky, mainly because of the hitboxes. We're gonna equip the assault rifle and I'm gonna start running. I'm gonna get close to this wall. Once we are kinda close to the two-back, we're gonna start shooting him from behind. Then we're gonna reload our assault rifle from in the inventory. And we're gonna continue shooting until we start shooting to the second one that is on the right side. It's trick. Maybe right now it sounds very simple, but there's plenty of things to take into consideration. The first one is that the assault rifle will always stagger the enemy, so that's very good, because they will take more time to get close to us or try to attack us. The second thing is that the place where you stand up before you start shooting from the beginning, it's very important, because hitboxes on that specific alley for some reason are not very well programmed, and it's kind of bugged. I don't know, it doesn't work properly, and sometimes the shots won't connect to the enemy. Even if you are aiming directly to the enemy, it won't connect. For some reason it works like that in that alley. So that's very annoying, because you won't connect the shots and the enemies will get close to you, because you start shooting and you are making sound, and that will aggro them and they will come to you and they will attack you, and the shots won't connect. So that's why it's very important where I stand up before I start shooting. And the third thing to take into consideration in that specific alley is that you don't have to hold the shoot button when you are aiming, you know. You have to spam the shoot button, like tap. Like you hold the aim button and you tap the shoot button, not hold it. And you tap because if you are missing the first shots, the next ones you won't miss it because you are tapping and you are not holding, like you are not shooting on the same line of fire, you know. So it's very important to tap the shoot button on that specifically, not hold the shoot button. And those are the main things to take into consideration. If for some reason the shots don't connect, or they don't stagger, or they get very close to you, take some space, like go backwards and start shooting from there, or even reset the room. And also always reload your weapon and your inventory in that specifically, because if you reload manually with the animation, that will take you time, and Travis will be vulnerable to attacks because he will be reloading, and you can't cancel that. But yeah, that's like the main thing. And on the rooms, there will be 2 bags in some rooms, in other rooms there won't be 2 bags. It's always 2 shots with the rifle. But one thing to take into consideration in the rooms when you're killing 2 bags is that because you're not watching them directly because of the camera, sometimes you can miss the shot. So like, take time to kill them. Like, do not like try to go fast, because sometimes maybe you won't connect one shot and you won't disable them, and you will go to the camera and they will hit you. Alright, so the butcher, you're gonna go in front of him, equip your assault rifle and start shooting from here. Also tapping the shoot button, not holding it. When he's getting close to you, just take some space between you and him. Always reload your assault rifle on the inventory and just continue doing the same. Take space between you and the butcher, start shooting, and just repeat over and over until he's dead. It's kind of simple, to be honest. The main goal is not letting him get close to you, and always shoot on safe places where you can see him when he's getting close to you, you know, and tap the shoot button as well on the assault rifle, not holding it. There's a very interesting thing about the butcher at the beginning of the fight. If you do it fast enough, like you go in front of him fast enough and you start shooting with the assault rifle, for some reason he kind of bug out, and he turns around instead of going directly to you, and that gives you enough time to continue shooting, you know. Maybe you saw how that happened. For some reason it happens like that if you do it fast enough at the beginning of the fight. But anyway, we're gonna continue. He's talking on the machine laundry, and this puzzle is always the same. I'm gonna leave a link with all the puzzle solutions of this game in the description below, so you can go and check it out there. After we pick up the key from that laundry machine, we can continue. We can equip the rifle and go upstairs. And I believe there will be a straight jacket right here now. No. Rifle ammo right there. I'm gonna fall down from this hole. Skip the cutscene. I'm gonna pick up the shotgun ammunition right here and just continue. There will be a 2-back right here. Also, the hitbox from this 2-back is kind of booked, and sometimes Travis will miss the shots, and I don't know why that happened. See, like the first shot didn't connect, and for some reason Travis started like aiming to the other side. So he was like trying to reach out the auto aim until it works. This second and third one didn't work, but the fourth one worked. And it's mainly because the hitboxes on that specific room are not like, I don't know, it doesn't work properly. Or maybe it's because the 2-back is like turning around, and maybe the hitbox is not available until he fully turns around in that specific room. And that's why Travis cannot auto-aim, because there's like no enemy for him. So be patient, like do not spam the shots, otherwise you will miss. Like wait until he completely aim directly to the enemy with the auto-aim, and then you can continue shooting. Rifle ammo. Plenty of rifle ammo. We're gonna need it. Like we're gonna use almost all the ammunition for this specific ending, for the bad ending. So we're gonna pick up the dagger right here. We need a dagger in order to continue the game, by the way. That's the only reason we visit that. Gonna go upstairs, and there will be one straight jacket right here, around the corner. Gonna shoot him one time with the shotgun. Gonna equip a weapon and finish him on the floor. Then we can continue. Of course you can completely skip that straight jacket, and that's what I do on the good ending. But because it's bad ending, that's why I'm killing a lot of enemies that are not necessary to kill for any other ending that is not the bad ending. So you're gonna use the dagger right here. Gonna equip the assault rifle. Pick up this shotgun ammo. Gonna go to this, I believe it's a bathroom, and use a hole on the floor to fall down. Use this other hole, a lot of holes in Silent Hill. I don't know why. Has to be a reason for it. We're gonna open this door. Like, there is no more enemies, I believe, on our path to the last boss of this section of the Motel. That is Sad Daddy. In my opinion, one of the hardest bosses in this game, because sometimes the hitbox control you very easily. I'm gonna explain that once we arrive to the boss. So we're gonna stand up behind the Caliban and do the same as the first one. Just shoot him from behind until he's dead. Reload our assault rifle. I'm gonna wait until he completely dies, and then we're gonna enter this room. There's no enemies right here, so don't worry about it. We just have to use an object right here that's gonna help us to get a ring, and the ring gonna help us to get a key. I'm gonna pick up the ammunition right there. I'm gonna use this object in order to break this heart, this jeweled heart. And inside of it, there's the ring that's gonna give us access to a key in the beginning of the Motel section, where all the keys are. By the way, those Calibans are very easy to avoid. It's just about running high in a wall. Because the alley is very tight, they are not able to like do a lot of things. So enemies will like respawn in this place. Gonna equip the shotgun. Gonna get close to this carrion. Always behind the carrion, but he's watching us. Maybe you're seeing it right now. So we're gonna wait. We're gonna stand up behind him, shoot him 2 times. He's dead. We're gonna reload our shotgun and continue. Just gonna avoid that enemy that is there. I believe it's a Caliban. Don't worry about him. Oh yeah, it's month 6, day 12. The year is 1961, I believe. Then you have the access to this key. And we are at the end of the Motel section. Once you pick up that key, a lot of enemies will spawn right here, right away. I believe 2 straight jackets and 1 carrion. And also the Caliban, of course, but the Caliban, just don't worry about him. Yeah. There's 1 carrion again right here. Just stand up behind him, shoot him 2 times. Then reload your weapon in inventory. The straight jacket right here, shoot him 1 time and finish him. Oh yeah, but there's only 1 straight jacket. I believe. I think there are 2 when you don't kill any of them. Before, you know. Another Caliban will spawn. Just avoid him. Use the mirror and we can go to the boss fight. Alright, so I'm gonna take this time to explain some stuff about the Sad Daddy boss fight. Like, the most annoying attack from that boss is that... Wait, we are already there? Damn. It's that he has like some kind of blood spit, and that blood spit sometimes will like be right on your face, but it won't hit you because the hitbox is like on the other side of the room. And that's the main reason why you have to continue moving all the time where you're shooting. As soon as we enter, we're gonna start shooting and moving to the right side. Once we shoot 4 times, we're gonna pause, we're gonna enter to the menu, and we're gonna reload our rifle ammo, and then continue shooting while we go to the other side of the room, to the left side. Once we are out of ammunition, we shoot 4 times, we do the same. We pause, we enter to the menu, we reload in the menu. Then we pause, we reload in the menu, and we continue and we move to the other side. As you can see, the blood right there is like basically on my face and it should hit me, but it's not hitting me. And that's mainly because we are continually moving to the one side of the room and to the other side, like to the right side and then to the left side. The blood is on the other side, and because we are moving, it's not hitting us, even if the animation is on our face, but the hitbox is not there. It works like that, but if you don't do it correctly and you like not move fast enough, the blood will hit you. And that's why I pause before entering to the menu, because by pausing before entering to the menu, it's faster than just like spamming the menu button after Travis shoot 4 times with the rifle. And it's mainly because we cancel the animation of the lowering the weapon by pausing the game after the 4th shot. That's why after the 4th shot, pause, then enter to the menu immediately, reload there, and then continue moving while you are shooting. That's the main strat for that boss. Then we just solve that puzzle. It's always the same. And this is the last section of the game. That are the streets, but in the nightmare reality. There are a lot of enemies, and all kind of enemies. Calibans, carrions, giant carrions, 3 jackets, and 2 bags. And we're gonna kill some of them in order to get the 100 kills before we fight the last boss. That is Alessa's dream. So always run with your light off, otherwise you will aggro the enemies immediately. And the path and the route is always the same in order to arrive to the last boss. But we're gonna make some stops in order to pick up items, ammunition, and kill enemies, of course. Two back right here, shoot him 2 times with the rifle, and equip the rifle, and finish him on the floor. Then equip the rifle again. Just continue running. The screen starts shaking and showing that interference. That means there's an enemy very close. The same, shoot 2 times, finish him on the floor. And there will be ammunition right here for the Redeemer. The Redeemer is the Magnum, and it will be our main weapon for the last boss. Then I'm just checking my ammunition. I believe I only have 1 bullet for the rifle, but it's okay. Just continue running. By the way, this place in the PS2 version is super dark, so not worth to play that version. Always play the PSP version of this game, not the PS2. Of course, there are mods, and I even use an HD mod for the PS2 in order to make it look pretty. But it's not worth it. So wait until he's carrying completely, like turn around and just go behind him. Just 2 back, shoot him 2 times. Thankfully enough, with the rifle you can shoot from the distance. It's not like the shotgun that you have to be very close to them in order to perform the full damage or deal the full damage. With the rifle you can shoot from the distance. And the same, like 2 times, finish him on the floor. This Caliban, just ignore him. Like I said before, not worth to kill giant enemies because they only count as 1 kill and it will take you more ammunition to kill them. 2 back the same, but I turn on the light right here because he's around the corner and Travis will miss the shots if I don't do that. And there are no more enemies behind me that will aggro if I turn on the light, so that's why it's very safe to do that here. Energy drink as our rifle ammo. So we can continue. Really will kill like 4 more enemies or that. And then we're just gonna ripe and finish the last boss and finish the game. So I'm gonna recommend you, of course, if you are following this path and this route that I made and you kill the same enemies that I kill, you're gonna get a bad ending. But I also recommend you to count every enemy that you kill with any kind of counter, maybe your cell phone or some app that can count, or I don't know, things like that. Or maybe with a paper and a pen. Because sometimes you will get like 98 or 99 and you won't get the bad ending, and it's very annoying. I count with the hit counter all the kills that I made, or I believe with the life split with a counter. Can't remember. But yeah, so that's the last enemy. We're gonna equip the Redeemer, reload my assault rifle, and I'm just gonna go directly to the last boss. So I'm gonna take this time in order to explain some stuff about the last boss before we arrive there. Because there are plenty of things to take into consideration to that boss fight in order to not get hit there, because it's very complex. So the first thing is that I'm gonna use the pause cancel strat for that boss. And that's mainly because by doing that, I'll be able to watch where the meteors gonna fall down. And I will be able to dodge them very easily by doing that. So the pause cancel strat, it means that while I'm running and I'm holding the run button, like the left stick, I'm gonna pause and unpause like every time in order to watch where the meteor is gonna fall down, because before the meteor fall down, it will show you on the floor a circle, and that means where the meteor is gonna fall down. And by pausing all the time while I'm running, I'll be able to see where the meteor is gonna fall down, and I'll be able to dodge it very easily. It's kinda not comfortable to pause and continue running with the left stick in the controller. So we're gonna start the boss by shooting and going to the right side with the Redeemer. After we shoot the 6th bullet, we're gonna reload on our inventory and just gonna continue shooting, just like on Sad Daddy. Like always pause after the 6th shot and then reload on your inventory. Then when he makes the meteor attack, I'm gonna do this. Start running and pause all the time. By doing that, I will be able to watch where the meteor is gonna fall down. And if there's a meteor on my way where I'm running, I'm just gonna turn to the other side and dodge it completely. Then after the meteors are over, I'm just gonna get close to the boss. By the way, if you run directly to the meteor on the floor, it will inflict damage as well, even after it falls down. And then just repeat the same in the beginning. He's making the meteor attack again, so I just have to do the same again. Most of the time he will make like the laser attack, then the meteor, then the laser, then the meteor. Do not cue the game, by the way. But this time was a bad RNG because he made the 2 meteors attack straight, like continuously. And I'm just gonna make the same. Pause and continue. See, there's a meteor on my left side right there. And I just avoid it completely by making the pause and unpause. Because it's very easy. But it's not comfortable to pause and unpause while you're running on the controller for your hands. But it's possible. Not impossible, you know. Then after the meteors are over, I'm just gonna get close to him. Always with your light on, by the way, in order to not miss shots. He's making the laser attack right now, so I'm just gonna make the same strat. I shoot and move to one side and continue moving. Wait, he's making the meteor, I believe, not the laser? Yeah, he's making the meteor again. This is a very bad RNG. So the same. Continue running while you pause and unpause, and if there's a meteor on your way, just completely avoid it by moving to the other side. Once you get it done and you get comfortable by doing this with your hands on the controller, it's very easy, to be honest. Like, that's the hardest part, getting comfortable by doing this strat with your hands. So once the meteors are over, the same, we're gonna try to get close to the boss, reload our Redeemer, and start shooting from here. So he's making the laser right now. So on the laser is just going to one side and continue moving while you're shooting, and always pause after the 6th shot and then reload your inventory. And that's it. If you are out of Redeemer ammunition, use the assault rifle, and then he will be over. So this was Silent Hill Origins on the PSP version. No save, no damage, getting bad ending, and not using New Game Plus weapons. Hope you like, hope you enjoy, hope you learn. If you are trying to get this ending, or maybe you are trying to make a no hit or no damage run of this game. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Eris, and I'll see you next time. Take care, everyone.